The political season is in its infancy, but the landscape is already taking an interesting shape. Corporations generally do not like getting involved in politics. They spend a fortune on lobbying, but they do not want to be seen as overtly partisan. Why is this so? Well, that is a question for another day, but for now, this is a continuation of our conversation on oil and gas. Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Business Perspective. My name is Isabella Tugume. Now, from 2006 onwards, a series of oil discoveries put Uganda on the global energy map. These were the largest onshore oil finds in sub-Saharan Africa in over 2 decades and part of an oil and gas surge in East Africa and a wider energy boom on the continent. But almost immediately after the discovery of oil, a series of regulatory disputes between government and international oil companies delayed development and production. After a few years, the disputes have been largely resolved and production is set to begin, but that has only been through a wide array of public-private partnerships. Notable among the private partners is Stanbic Bank, and this week we look at this special partnership. Finding oil marked a successful end to over a century of on and off again exploration for Uganda. After passing the commercial threshold of oil discoveries in 2009, the industry shifted from small-sized wildcatter exploration companies and oil independents to include large-sized oil majors keen on development and production. The shift also attracted large financial corporations. Stanbic Bank has been involved in oil and gas sector in Uganda since the exploration phase nearly a decade ago.
Stanbic Bank Uganda has been part of the oil and gas journey since inception. As you have been watching, and many of us have been tuned in for the last decade in anticipation, it has taken many twists and turns. We've been part of this journey from the beginning. We've been offering support right from the early exploration days all the way until where we are today. And we have sponsored more than 20 events, different events. Some are just for Ugandan companies to also go out of here and learn how it's done, because Ugandans are seeing oil and gas, or this part of oil and gas, for the first time.
Stanbic Bank, as part of the Standard Bank Group, has leveraged its deep understanding and rich experience from its presence in mature oil and gas markets on the continent such as Nigeria, Ghana, and Angola.
Stanbic Uganda is a part of the larger Standard Bank Group. So when we come to Uganda, we bring that experience, we bring that knowledge, all those skills that have been acquired from seeing other African countries explore and successfully exploit their oil resources.
The bank also developed an innovative concept, the Stanbic Incubator, that has made a massive contribution to the promotion of local content by addressing the key challenges that SMEs face in the market.
So one of the things that we have really put resources and time and effort in is getting the typical Ugandan business, SME, or medium-sized enterprise ready to operate in the oil and gas sector. We did this by starting our Stanbic Business Incubator Foundation, and under that foundation we have trained over 1,500 businesses. But you know that oil and gas, the sector is very high on standards. I mean, they are very clear on the standards that they will not, below which they will not accommodate. So the Ugandan enterprise has to rise up and up their game to be able to meet those standards. As we have been in the past, we will continue to be committed to the oil and gas industry. We will bring to bear the full resources of our capital, our experiences, our skill, and our dedication and our relationships and partnerships.
Africa onshore oil production, whether in Chad, Sudan, or South Sudan, has typically been delayed and stalled by political and security risks. In Uganda, regulatory battles have taken center stage. Politics and security issues have largely been stable. A Uganda without Museveni is still a largely unknown quantity, while the oil industry will likely receive strong political priority from Uganda's next leader. It is unclear what the culture Museveni has instilled in the country may develop into as oil production and billions of petrodollars begin to flow in the next couple of years. Thank you so much for being part of this week's edition of Business Perspective. Remember, we do stream live on air and online. The hashtag is NBS Business. From me, my producer, and the entire crew, God bless. Let's catch up next week for another edition of Business Perspective.